Hello everyone, it's me, Dilly Sims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Random Upload Day. I still don't have a name for my Wednesday upload day. If you guys can come up with one, please let me know in the comment section below, because I don't know. So, as of right now, it's still going to be called Random Upload Day. Wednesday is Random Upload Day. And for this week, we're continuing with building my San Francisco apartments. We're working on apartment number 2 right now. I'm just furnishing the outside, trying to figure out who's going to be living in this apartment, because I have to create these people, because that way, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to explain it. If I can create a person, or mentally, a family to live in these apartments, it's easier for me to furnish, and I created the best apartment, I think, or furnished the best apartment, I think, so far. Yet again, I only have had one other apartment, and that is a very Stocko standard Dilly Sims build. And I went all out with this apartment. It's crazy, ridiculous, over the top, fun, very organic. I feel like I can say organic and it'll work. Very organic, great, crawling with just life in more ways than one, like green life from plants and just life, because once you see the way I furnished it, you're like, yeah, people definitely live here. Oh, and I thought this was a great idea to use that shelving unit there as actual shelves, even though it's not real shelves, they're just outdoor plants, or it could be indoor plants too. I use that as shelves, not throughout the entire apartment, but at least twice. And I was very proud of the way I came up with that, because I think it turned out great. How would I explain the people who live in this apartment? I would say they're probably a young couple, because there's a child's room, and they're very hippie, love, they're very spiritual. They're very, very spiritual. I built a yoga, what would you call it? A yoga room. They have their own yoga room downstairs, and that was fun. I took a lot of inspiration, or how do I put this? I was watching at the time, what's that TV show on Netflix called? It's great, with the elderly women. Oh, Grace. Yes, I was watching Grace and Frankie, and if you're not familiar with the TV show, it's these two elderly women. They have been in each other's lives for a good portion of their lives, because their husbands I believe they owned a firm together, but now they're retired. And in the very first episode, the two wives and the husbands get together, and the husbands tell them that they're gay for each other. And then they get divorced. The two wives, even though they are nothing alike, they end up moving in together and taking care of each other, and they become best friends. Great TV show. I love it. I'm sad that I binge watched this season, because it's only on season 4. Yeah, I think it's on season 4. And I binge watched it the moment it came out, basically. And I kind of hate myself that I did that, because now what am I gonna watch? Well, I am currently watching The Secret Diary of a Call Girl, but I'm almost done with that too, because I binge watched it. That's my love-hate relationship with binge watching stuff, is I'll binge watch it, and then it'll be over like that, and then what else do I have to watch? I don't know. But one of the wives, Frankie, is very spiritual. She loves protesting. What else does she do? Has she done yoga? No, but she has her own art studio, and oh my gosh, her son, did he get married? Not yet, but he was having a baby, and she was reading to him, so she was reading him not him, it's a baby girl. She was reading to the baby girl a book about feminism, like a textbook. And she thought that was like completely normal. So I thought it would be like, the type of family that would live here in this apartment would be like Frankie. Definitely like Frankie. Very spiritual, very in touch with the world and themselves, and they just want to like feel good, and they're very artistic. Oh, and the kitchen, this kitchen I love so much. I had so much fun creating the kitchen because I am gonna try really hard to not make each apartment the exact same. So like the last apartment, the kitchen was on the far wall when you first walk into the apartment. And this one, it's right here. So I'm gonna try to mix things up every once in a while. Who knows what I'm gonna do with the next one? I don't even know. I actually, now I'm coming up with an idea for the next apartment, but you'll have to tune in next week to see how that turns out. Hopefully it turns out as good as this one. This apartment took so long to furnish because I just kept thinking, oh my gosh, this is a great idea, this is a great idea, this would be a great idea. And I put the TV up there on that one shelf because I thought that was a great idea. And it's like a huge blocky TV, so I'm assuming this family isn't like upper class, even though to live in San Francisco in an apartment like this, you would have to be upper class. Well, maybe, or you'd have to have a lot of roommates. But I imagine that whoever lives in this apartment is not upper class, and if they are, they don't really care about materialistic items. They care about just like feeling good, spiritually and emotionally, and just, yeah, just being good all the way around. And just like the last, I didn't put it into the last apartment, but I did put some, what is it called? The new pack that just came out. Laundry Day. I did put some Laundry Day stuff in this build. So the backyard does have a clothing line, because I thought that was very fitting that they would have a clothing line to hang their clothes, because I feel like this is the type of people that would hang their clothes. And they also have a little, what's that bucket called with the thing that you like hand wash your clothes? I put one of those too because I thought that was great. And here, I hope I'm gonna do it right now. I did this, the same thing that I did on the outside. I put these plants hanging there because I thought that was a great idea. So good. I am very, not to toot my own horn, but I am very proud of this apartment. When I get to the first, well, this is technically the second floor if you count the basement as the first floor. So if you get to the third floor, it is very minimally furnished in like the parents' room and in the kids' room, because I imagine that whoever the family is, they do a lot of their like living not in separate rooms but together. Does that make sense? Like, I imagine that they don't spend a bunch of time in their bedrooms like us millennials do, like me and my sisters. They spend a lot of their time in the living room, in the kitchen, in the garage, I guess, the basement garage, which would be considered the first floor. The first floor, because that's where they would get all their creative juices flowing. Because, especially down in the basement, because down in the basement, or basement/garage, first floor, if you want to call it that, they have a lot of artistic stuff. They have a woodworking table, they have yoga, they have, what else do they have? An art easel, paintings everywhere. They are very creative people. And so I feel like they would be restricted when they're like in their rooms, and the room is just for like sleeping only for the most part. I think I did put, I don't remember right now, but I think in the child's room I have a couple of toys and a desk. Ooh, I hope I'm not wrong. Yeah. Ooh, we'll see. And downstairs here, I'm working on the yoga studio. I cut a bunch out because of time. I wanted to keep this around 20 minutes because I want Wednesday's videos to not be like a huge, long video. But we'll see what happens. Because I try to make builds that aren't huge and long, and they're like, huge and long. So we'll see. Yep. And here I am putting all the creative stuff. Oh, the laundry day stuff. I tried to get those two, like, shelving units to mesh, and I think I did a good job. I guess. Oh, no. I got rid of it. I forget what I built, because I finished this thing, almost a week ago, maybe a week and a little bit more, or I'm just so busy that I completely forgot. Oops. Oh, and I put some newspaper down, because I thought that was a lot smarter than the tarp, because I feel like they want to reduce, reuse, and recycle. And so I feel like these people would go around the neighborhood to the nearby apartments and pick up their, like, neighbors' newspapers and then use it for their own creative stuff. And one thing I dislike about these apartments is that there's so much room. Like, when I first built it, I was like, okay, this is a very tiny apartment. There's, like, no room for anything. I lied. There is so much room because it's a 3-story building. So you have the first floor, the second floor, and then the third floor. And the third floor, if you put 2 bedrooms, you have the second floor, which you can put the kitchen in the living room, and then you have the first floor. What are you gonna do with that? I had a lot of fun with this, with the sizing down tool, because that's not a real fence. That's just a huge chunk of wall that I shrunk. See that? And I thought it looked so good too. It really it makes the backyard. It is the backyard. I love it. Like I said before, I never thought I would ever need that sizing down tool, but now that I have it, I use it all the time. I love it so much, especially with carpets, because I feel like when you can expand anything and make it bigger, or you can make it smaller in The Sims, but I feel like when you're making it bigger, it gets big too quickly, but when you're making it smaller, it goes down very evenly, which I love. The backyard is one of my favorite backyards ever. I don't know. I love these small backyards for the San Francisco apartments, because they're like tiny, but I feel like they're very green and luscious and beautiful, and it's different than its neighbor's apartment. And I wonder how I'm gonna make the next one, because I do have a style in mind. Like, I kind of know what I want to make, but we'll see. Oh, and I also used a bench. When is the bench coming along? And I made it colorful, so I imagined that the family had their kid, or they painted I'm saying it's a bench, but it's not a bench, a picnic table. They painted the picnic table themselves, because they're very creative. And I just absolutely love this backyard. I don't know. This apartment, I just feel like is so great and colorful and fun. And, you know, if you guys want to, feel free to download this, destroy it all, and then move your own families in. I'm good. This suits my needs, and hopefully these apartments also suit your needs. I feel like this is a very bad voiceover. And here I am furnishing the bedrooms. Again, it's very minimalistic. And I like that I mismatched the end tables, so it doesn't look like a perfect set. Because I feel like, again, these people aren't into being very materialistic and wanting things. They don't need things. Which I'm thinking their neighbors for the next build are going to be very focused on their things. I love it. I can't wait to start playing in these apartments because it's going to be so great. I just love it. I'm so in love with these apartments. I hope you guys are too. I feel like this episode is a bad episode because I'm just gloating. And if so, tell me in the comment section below that I'm a bad person because I'm just gloating about my San Francisco apartments that aren't that special compared to other people's apartments, because I've seen really good ones. And I actually have run out of things to talk about, and I have like 3 minutes, 2 maybe. So I'm gonna leave this part off here. Let me know what you think of the build. Let me know if there's any ways I can improve it. Let me know if you have an idea for the other 2 houses. Let me know in the comment section below, like what type of family you think would move in next door, and I'm trying to keep it very different throughout the houses. So if you're like, I think a family who's very like hippie and loves plants would move in next door, I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong, because that's easily a possibility that could happen, but I want each house to be different and unique. And it sounds like I'm telling you that you're wrong, but you're not wrong, because that is a possibility. If you want, these houses are not in the gallery yet, but once I'm done with the last house, I will put it on the gallery, so just keep watching. There's 2 more episodes to come out, 2 more parts. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things, and I will catch all of you guys next time. Bye, everybody.